Hey everyone, um, it's me Paul, and I'll be doing the day 8 Advent of Code exercise, which is matchsticks, and it's basically about reading a string and deducing how many actual symbols does it have and how many of them are memory based. This is yeah, I mean, how many are there string literals and how many there are in memory. For memory based ones, it's interpreting the string itself. So the examples given, such as two double quotes, just doesn't make any kind of characters in memory. The same goes for this one, which is ABC is the only letters, symbols that are in the memory. Although um, literally there are five characters in here. So let's read the input file. Sorry. Read and save it. So as we can see, there's quite a lot of lines, and they have all kinds of things. I mean, letters, some escapes. Yes, I probably forgot to mention that it should be. There's some additional rules on reading the lines, but I'll be back there as I'll finish downloading this file. Okay, I can probably open it. 1 second. Okay, so we have a file here. Let's read all the rules that are for interpreting how many actual symbols are there in memory. So yes, Okay, so CentOS list is a file that contains many double quoted string literals. These double quotes are ignored for in memory. I mean, when counting the amounts of symbols, we ignore them for memory based symbols. There are some escape sequences. Escape sequences, as in a symbol which usually cannot be represented because in a programming language that kind of symbol is reserved for something. In this exercise, strangely enough, it's not much reserving the symbol for, it's just the exercise itself that says that we have to interpret this one as one symbol. It's as a simple backslash. And yes, for this example, since we always remove the double quotes, we need an escape sequence which actually represents an actual double quotes when we want to print everything out, because like if we want to print this string, the printed string looks like this. It doesn't have these double quotes on sides. So if we want to have, let me see if there's some, yes, so we have like this string, this escape sequence in the string, which will actually represent a double quote, but of course the backslash will not be there. Yeah, it's just for escape sequence that every backslash represents that there's actually a escape sequence going on. Yes, and the last one is a skip sequence, which is based on 3 symbols, but the starting position is backslash and an X, which represents hexadecimal, and then after that goes to hexadecimal characters. That means that it could be from 0 to F, and yeah, they represent a single character. So our task for this first part is to deduce how many characters of string literals, how many characters there are overall. So that's pretty easy. I mean, just count all the characters in here and that's it. Then we have to interpret this let's say for this specific line, but we'll have to read everything and have the sum of all the lines. So let's just have an example, the first line. So we have to interpret it, and I mean for this first line it's just the double quotes that will be omitted, and we have to subtract that from, I mean we have to subtract the memory from the string literals, the memory characters from string literal characters. So yeah, let's get onto the code. So I'm sorry, not one. Oh, it's day 8, sorry. So let's start reading the data. Day 8, txt, and since everything is line based, we can read it with a 4 cycle, so that's pretty straightforward, I suppose. So let's do the overall sum. So literal characters 0 and memory characters. We can probably make it, but I mean that's okay, it's just not that often used, it's just a long variable. Okay, so we have this line. We simply enough we just use plus equal sign for the length of the line. So since it reads everything that there's no escaping time. It's simply all the characters they are just read, and we just want to get the length of it, and we simply use a length. That's for literal characters, and that's pretty much easy peasy. I don't know. It's not much to be done on that, but now we have to predefine several rules for this. So the first one is the escape sequence for a backslash. So we can probably okay, so I believe that it's probably easier to so since this is like static, we don't expect something else just like two double slashes, two backslashes in a row, and this is like backslash and a double quote. But for this one we have to expect two hexadecimal values, so let's just use regex, sorry, regular expressions, not regex. Regex probably is the right spelling, but and use it in a way that we have to find some kind of substring in a string. For example, double backslashes, backslash and a double quote, and slash x into hexadecimal characters. But like, let's do it in a row, which I mean, let's just create the rules for each of them and just iterate the line, the string through it, and just replace the values with single any character, since we don't actually care about the line itself, we just care about the number of characters in there. So let's look for Python replace. Sure, this looks good. 1 second. Replace. Okay, so return the string obtained by replacing the leftmost non-overlapping occurrences of pattern leftmost. So I want to do all of them. Let's use a common website. Okay, I previously visited this website, so that's interesting. Okay, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. So we have to predefine the rules at first. So the first rule is only yes. So when we write strings in Python code, we have to write an R, which means raw, which will ignore all the escape sequences overall, which means that I mean Python already does its own escape sequencing, and that's pretty difficult to understand when you need some different escape sequencing. So one rule is double backslash, the other rule is sorry backslash with a double quotes, and the last one is so we are already making regular expression rules for that. So it's slash x okay slash x and so it could be from A to F, or is it based on let's see, yeah, they're lowercase, so let's hope they're always lowercase from 0 to 9. And that's two instances of that. So what this regular expression does, it is asking for slash x at the beginning, then there's like a possibility to have any kind of character from the range of from A to F and from 0 to 9, and this means that it's going to need two of these instances of having any of these kind of symbols. So let's just iterate all over the rules for rule and rules. So line is equal, we'll just like modify the line straight there and just do it in a way that's oh yeah, so I probably think that yeah no, never mind. Okay, so let's import RE for regular expressions, sub yeah, so the first thing that we have to get is rule, yeah. Then we need to say how do we change it. So let's just simply change it into a dash. At this point, as I mentioned, we only care about escaping them rather than actually giving the real character for interpretation. So anyway, all of these escapes generates one symbol in memory, so it doesn't really matter for us. Yes, and this is for line. So we go through all the rules, and additionally, apparently line also has these double quotes. So let's just do resub. Let me think, how should I do that? Yeah, that's probably so we ignore everything. Everything is in what's in this group. The group is like all the characters between I believe that this should probably be like this. So this means that the string starts with double quotes and should end with a double quote, and we want to simply replace it by this first group, which is this group, which is all the characters, all the characters there are. So let's see if my Rusty regular expression skills any good. So print line, but yeah, probably without printing. We also need to increment the memory characters is line. So yes, let's print it here and print after the modifications. Then we can just print something like a delimiter, just to for easier understanding of how. Never mind. Let's just probably do this. The lines are long anyway. So as a final note, we want to print literal characters minus memory characters, and that's it. Let's look for some errors in the code as usual. Bogus escape. So that's an invalid expression, and this means that we need to predefine something that is bogus escape. What the hell is that? Let me see. So we are doing this right. Okay. So should I remove this? But I'm pretty certain that I'll need it anyway. Invalid X escape. No, I don't know. That's pretty strange. Okay, bogus escape. So what it's saying is that the way that there's already escape system in there. So so we could probably do like this, I suppose. Not really sure if this works out, but I really hope so. What's wrong with this one then? Okay. And that's where everything goes like really crazy and quite difficult to understand when you try to escape one type of string, but you already have some kind of system in it. So bogus escape. Primary. My pattern ends with a backslash. Oh, that's not a good thing. Or is it? Okay, Python ignore. Let's see. Holy shit. Oh man. Yeah, I suppose that, okay, so we have this. I can already do this in a way that, and we also need to apply probably RE escape for this rule, but I'm not Let's see. Okay, so it actually gives us some results. Apparently it doesn't work that way, because for this one, okay, so it recognizes the double backslash and backslash. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. If I try to escape the rule, oh man. Yeah, so this is a bit complicated in a sense that we don't probably. Okay, so let's see. What do we get actually from this rule? Broad escape rules to. Oh boy, that's not the thing that I want to get. Damn it. Okay, let me think. Okay, so there's another way probably. Escape this one. I think that it's really bogus thinking for me, but so it's probably something like that. Use this, but then it thinks that it wants to escape it. So okay, let's use it like that. Okay, so now it's doing the right thing, but I still don't like that I have to do this. But I suppose that's okay. Let's try this value. Is this actually the thing that we're looking for? Yeah, probably yes. I don't know. Okay, so we got the first thing. Let's go to the second part. Okay, so let's go the other way. In addition to finding the number of characters of code, you should now encode each code representation as a new string. Encode each code representation as a new string and find the number of characters of the new encoded representation, including its surrounding double quotes. Oh boy. Okay, so for example, double quotes encodes to double quotes, double quotes, double quotes, double quotes with two escapes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Well, that's pretty okay. Oh boy. Okay, so we need to. Yeah, your task is to find the total number of characters present the newly encoded strings minus the original. Okay, so. Yeah, so I suppose that let's just go to the part 2. Simply create the file part 2. Definitely important, I guess, beforehand, but let's use the encoded characters is equal 0. I don't know, orange. Characters is equal 0. We want to print encoded characters minus original characters. And yeah, the rules are yeah, this one we try to find this kind of string, and we try to find yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, also we try to find this kind of string. Probably won't even need regular expressions for this because it's simply replacing some characters. I mean, all of the characters in that book. So yeah, let's open the file for data. Day 8 txt so the first thing that we want to read is the original characters, length of line. Then we want to start replacing the string, so let's read the rules for each of them. So line is equal line replace bool with the I don't know, I mean let's just simply do, that's a bit yucky, but no rule. And that's it. And yeah, I mean, and then we have to actually add double quotes at the start and beginning. So okay, line, we have to append into a string. How to append into a string? That's a good question. Okay, so let's just use a stupid version of plus line plus. Yeah, that's probably the only way that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, and finally we have to increment the characters that are in the line. There's no line, okay. And let's just, for debugging, see how do we change the line, just to have a mindset if it's going the right way or everything's collapsing and it's hell. Part 2. What? Yeah, probably needs another line, which is for delimiting this stuff. Why is there double quotes at the end? Is that normal? I don't know. Oh, another thing is, wait. Okay, we'll see. I mean, now when I thought about it, is that previously what we did was oh, okay, so what I forgot about is wait, length of line, okay, but this one actually doesn't have to get the new line. Okay, replace new line with empty string. Not sure if that works out well, but we'll see. So it means that there's always a new line, and that's, I don't know, I think that it shouldn't be that way. So let's see. Okay, I already see one problem. That I need to not iterate it because so since there are these double quotes, or yeah, I suppose that's even easier if I actually change the rules by simply starting by looking for backslashes. Okay, let's see. So this is escaped, and we additionally add these. Okay, this one is escaped, good. This one is escaped, okay. This one is escaped, good. Then we escape this one, great. Then 4 more, and in the end, yeah, it looks like it's legit. Let's see if it works. No, that's not right, it's too low. So let's then remove this part, and let's see, maybe, I mean, I don't know, but it could be 44 seconds to wait. Okay, let's wait. Okay, so that's the right answer, the one that we got from not escaping the new line. I suppose that's okay. I'm not really sure about like this final new line thing. Is it if it, because I personally think that it shouldn't be there, but I suppose that the ones that created this specific question is okay with new lines being added. Okay, so yeah, that's it for day 8, and thank you for watching.